Hey everyone, the app we're going to be talking about right now is just your plain, simple old camera on your iPad. It's actually one of the most powerful tools that you'll be able to use to create videos and take photographs and then put those all together in your iMovie. So let's take a look. The very first thing that we're going to talk about is how to take a quality photo of your artwork. This seems easy, however it is not, and I see it more done wrong than done right. So let's take a look. If you are angled at all when you are taking a picture of your artwork, go to edit it, and you go to crop it, you're going to lose half of your artwork when you try to crop out the entire table. Okay, see, notice how most of my artwork is gone now? Not okay. So instead, you are going to stand directly over your artwork. If you are tall enough, you can leave it on the table. If you are not tall enough, just drop it right on the floor. Stand right over it. Make sure the lighting's good, no shadows. Tap on it. Nice, clear. Okay. Now go in, click on the 3 lines to edit and the little crop square. And get it cropped so there's no table, no floor, nothing around your artwork but your artwork. You'll notice this time I've lost only a teensy tiny bit of my artwork. Click done. And now I have that in my camera roll ready to use for whatever I wanted to use it for. I can put it in Artsonia, I can use it for my YouTube video, I can put it in to explain everything. It's there for me. So the very first thing you'll probably want to do when you're done with your project is actually take a great picture of your artwork. All right, the next thing. All right, so to do your time lapse, you're going to want to prop the back of your camera up, and you're going to want to get your artwork in the frame as best as possible. This might mean that you're working on the opposite side of your iPad and your video will be upside down, which we could actually fix later if we put it into a program where we can flip your video. So just make sure that the majority of your project is in the frame, and then you can push the time-lapse button for it to begin, and you can start doing your artwork. La la la, adding my lines, adding my lines. The beautiful thing about a time lapse is you can have it going the entire time in art, and once you stop it, you can check it out. And just like that, it shows my whole process. This is really awesome if you can do this during your art time, because you can save this and either use it in your YouTube video, or then you can just have a documentation of how you actually made all these projects over the whole course of the school year. So doing a time lapse while you're making your art is a great idea. And as always, there's just the good old selfie shot. All right, so you can turn that camera around. You're welcome to introduce yourself to your YouTube viewers, whatever you want to do. And you can also add a special friend. Now we can always do voiceovers once you get into iMovie. So when I want to make Mr. Paintbrush talk, I usually try to keep my hand out of the screen like that. Sometimes he's closer, farther away. But then I also address him in my video, and I'll add his voice in later when we get to iMovie. So I'll say, "Hi, I'm Miss Sinstacken." Now he didn't really talk, but when we get to iMovie, I'll make him say, "And I'm Mr. Paintbrush." All right, so if you're going to have a different character or something in your video, then to really make it look realistic, you can turn that camera around and then really look and interact with that character while you're doing your video, so that later on you can add in the voices and all that fun stuff. All right, that concludes the how-to video on using your camera on your iPad. Now it's time for you to practice. So I want you to practice taking a really quality photo of your artwork, whether it's finished or not. You can also practice setting up a time lapse, and you can also practice using some other material in your video as a little character to practice how you might interact with that little item if it was to be in your video. Thanks.